In preparation of Halloween costume number 1, needed to get a haircut, and so you'll see why tomorrow, but off we go. Step 1 of costume number 1 is that I needed a bald cap, so first you put the cap on and then you draw lines to indicate what needs to be cut off so that the ears can come back out. Then you may recall a few weeks back that I had a casting done on my face. That was so that my friend Mike could help me out by building a nose for me. We spent about an hour playing with adhesive to get everything to stick together just right, then add some makeup, costume, and props, and spend a little time working on the voice, and everything comes together quite nicely. Add in some minions and other Despicable Me characters, and you get an award-winning trunk-or-treat vehicle. A really fun night with a great group. There are, in fact, benefits to being friends with the tech theater teacher. Yesterday we had a power outage that was like 2 hours long, 2.5 hours long. It came on for about 5 minutes in the middle of the day, and I reset all my clocks, and then it went out again. So yesterday at the end of school, I didn't, bother resetting my clocks because I didn't know what it was going to look like overnight. A little surprising to come into work this morning and see that it was 5:30. Glad it's not. There we go. That's much better. Then when I got the clock set in my classroom, I got there just in time to get it set and get my 7:27:07 warm greeting from my clock. Yes, it's a binary clock, and yes, at just the right time it does say hi to me every morning. Halloween morning started out with the drive to work and just a little bit of snow. Yeah, there's no snow on the road, but the rooftops are white with snow. As for Halloween costume number 2, again, all the credit goes to my friend Mike for building these little beauties. We had a lot of fun running through the halls of the school showing off our Educoaster.
So I read A Game Most Foul by Alison Gervais, and I had been looking forward to this book. I'd seen a bunch of ads for it on social media, and I like mysteries and Sherlock Holmes, so I was excited about it. And I was surprised just about a few things. One of the things that I really loved was that the main character had hearing loss, and she did a great job of weaving it through the story and it being not necessarily a plot point, but really giving the reader a sense of what it's like to have hearing loss and wear hearing aids. And I felt like that was a really cool part. I felt like I understood a little bit more what people are going through. I wouldn't want to discuss it at book club because I felt like there were some plot holes on this one. But the other part about it that was interesting was just how much I was enjoying it until we got to the end. I got to the end and I was like, I don't like this ending. Not just I'm mad about it, but just it didn't feel earned. It wasn't what I thought the whole rest of the story had kind of, led up to. And so it ended up being disappointing. I wanted to be able to recommend it to our staff to buy because I had to use Prospector to get it, but now I wouldn't. That being said, if you pick it up, I think there's some interesting things about it, about a girl from the US going over to London to take a writing course, and yet some of the other pieces just didn't fit for me. Mostly the end. So, A Game Most Foul might be an interesting book for you, but it's not a must read.
I pulled out the 3D printer this week to try out a couple of things. The first print that I did, the piece somehow knocked itself off the build plate, which then ended with a big pile of goop. Then my second attempt, somebody saw that I left the printer on over the weekend, and instead of assuming that a 3D print takes a few hours and I might not want it interrupting my classes all day, they decided to help save energy and shut it off for me. Gee, thanks.